use the commutative property here. Gonna pull this to here because the order doesn't matter, so I can have this and then this, or flip it around. So
what?
commutative.
Where's your limit?
That's sign.
Oh, that sign is delta x approaches. All right. Anyway, y'all get picky all of a sudden, don't you?
You do when you're grading?
No. Wow.
I'm glad I'm mature.
Got my phone in the classroom. Hi, classroom. Hi, classroom.
Hey, Mary.
There you go. That's who
I mean, Fernando Torres.
Yeah, it is Fernando Torres. Oh, yeah, you're going to be viral now.
Viral.
All right. I'm good now. All right.
Okay, hold on. All right. Can you explain what you just wrote?
Okay, what I just did is I took the sine of x right here, moved it over here with the cosine of x plus delta. I guess it's more associative than it is commutative. That would be commutative. Okay, anyway. What?
I'm just as confused. What's associative mean?
Associative means grouping doesn't matter.
Okay, in terms of
Commutative means ordering doesn't matter.
grouping doesn't matter? What's
Yeah,
different?
this is a plus b plus c
Okay.
equals to a plus b plus c. That is associative
Okay.
because it's grouping. Order flipping would be a plus b plus c is equal to a plus c plus b. And that's what I did. So that's
So why
okay.
did you move the negative sign?
Because you're going to see in just a second.
Wait,
That's what it was.
when you separated it, you have sin x times cosine x minus sin of x. Why do you have a minus?
Because it came from the minus f of x part.
But up above it, it's still positive.
Yeah, where's the plus go then?
The plus. See what I'm talking about?
Oops.
Oh, okay. But
Great observation.
wait, what did you just say?
The minus 2
I think let's
plus.
make a mistake then.
Minus what?
Right.
You're getting issues.
I keep telling myself that. Alright, now, let's pull from this, let's pull a sine of x out. And I can actually pull the sine of x in front right here, because sine of x doesn't have a delta x in it. So I'm going to pull sine of x out front, and it's going to be equal to the limit as delta x approaches 0 of...
So wait, that's equal to? What he said. Cool.
I'm listening. Are you finished with your question?
For now.
Okay. So it's going to be cosine of x, or delta x, minus 1
I thought we put it on the side of
Oh,
x.
man.
over delta x.
Why is it minus 1?
Wait, why'd you put the sine of x on the left side of the limit?
Well, because I can pull it out.
And then plus cosine of x over delta x.
Of like the entire limit? You're not going to use it again?
Say that again.
Why, like, why? Are you going to leave it, like, out there for the rest of the equation?
Yeah, I am actually.
So that's why it's still left? You're not
Uh-huh.
going to use it again? Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I'm going to end up using it, just not right this minute.
Can we put it on the right side?
Did I have?
Yeah, you could.
Because that's really good.
I want to talk about the calculus book, so I don't know how to look at anything but the problem. Like, I don't read the direction. It's just confusing.
All right, y'all, hold up. Okay, so this is what we've got next.
Why'd you make it over?
All right, I had to move the limit in here because this is the limit of the sum of those two things. And because it's the limit of the sum, there's a property of limits that I may not have spent much time talking about when we talk about limits, but said that if you have the limit of the sum of some things, that it's equal to the limit of
Both of them?
of the, yeah.
You didn't write the plus cosine of x over delta x, but that's supposed to be there, right? After you factor out the sine of x, you said cosine delta x minus 1 over delta x plus cosine of x
Plus
over
The limit is delta x approaches 0 of this.
Why is the other sign of, never
I
mind,
thought-
never mind.
Don't you factor out the sine of x?
But it's not delta.
No.
I only factored out the sine of x from the first part. That's the reason, Rodney. That's the reason why I moved this limit into here to show that I wasn't pulling the sine of x out of both of those parts.
Well,
I tried. Okay, now, this is where we're going to use some of the properties of our sandwich there. Okay?
Fine.
wait, this is what?
This is where we're about to use some of the properties of our sandwich there.
You are.
Do you remember?
Go back there.
Here, let me erase this because y'all are physics and y'all don't care.
Bingo.
Now.
You erased calculus.
Y'all are calculus and you don't care either. Alright, so
Love bro.
Good point.
do you remember what the limit as x approached 0 of the sine of x over x was?
1.
That was 1. Do you remember what the limit as delta or as x approached 0 of cosine of x
0.
minus 1
Over X.
over x was?
0.
That was 0. Alright, we're about to use that property, both of those properties here. Now, this right here becomes 0. So I've got the sine of x times 0 plus the limit as, no, plus, I'm going to pull out the cosine here, so it's going to be cosine of x
Wait.
times, you'll see why in just a second. The limit as delta x approaches
Whoa, wait.
0 of, now, what did I factor out?
Cosine of x.
So what's left over?
1.
Sine of delta x over delta x.
Yeah, sine of delta x over delta x, right?
Why did you, oh, you pulled out a cosine of x, okay.
That's
So we
a 1.
pulled it. Okay, hold on.
It's gonna be a 1.
So where's the limit
Yes,
now
the
from the
delta
left
X
side?
approaches
The limit
0.
on the left side doesn't exist anymore because I just took the limit.
You just took
So
the delta x.
I
out.
said
Okay.
the limit as delta x approaches 0 of this is 0.
Gotcha.
So that's where it went. Are we good?
Preach.
Hold on one second.
Wait, hold on.
What's wrong, Olivia? Yes.
Okay. So you pulled the cosine of x out, right?
I pulled the cosine of x out, yes.
Okay.
And I can do that
Is
because, wait just a second. I can do that because there's not a delta x associated with that cosine of x.
So now can we say that sine of
Wait,
delta
Allison hadn't finished her question.
Okay. So you can just pull anything out as long as it's not associated with the delta x.
Yes, that is correct.
What do you mean?
Well, no. If it's a factor, I couldn't say the limit as x approaches 0 of 1 plus x over x. I couldn't pull that 1 out because it's not a factor.
So any
In there.
yeah, because it's all okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect sense.
Yeah.
Go on.
Go ahead.
Yes, okay, you said, cosine of delta x minus 1, and you factored all that out to get, 0.
Yes.
But, the formula that you used, said, cosine of x minus 1, divided by x equals 0.
Uh-huh.
How did you do that? Is because
This was part of a sandwich theorem.
right?
This is one of the ones to memorize with the sandwich theorem, which says if you get this, then it's going to be 0.
And delta x doesn't change that.
No, because what this is saying is the cosine of an angle minus 1 over that angle. So we could call this b, cosine of b minus 1 over b, cosine of smiley face minus 1 over smiley face.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what we call that angle. It's just got to be the same here as it is here. Or it's got to be the same here as it is here. You good now? Alright, Stephen had a question, didn't you? You're good? Okay,
yeah.
go ahead then.
Alright, so when you get the limit of delta x as opposed to 0, sine delta x over delta x, where that come from?
Alright, right here, remember I had cosine of x, sine of delta x over delta x, right?